Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is Nintendo Princess. Today we are going to be playing something on the Classics pack on the Switch. We are going to go and play Ocarina of Time. So this is one of my favorite Zelda games. I think it's a favorite of a lot of people. We just thought we'd start new, fresh, and basically do a walkthrough, just play the whole game. So we'll probably be breaking it up into parts. This will be part one. So thanks for joining us. Long ago, I have served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Wonder who that could be. Sounds cold. He's shivering. Ooh, do you think he's having a dream? What's going on here? Something's happening. There goes the princess. Uh-oh. You know who that is? Ganondorf. He is so mean. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Oh, Navi, the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm. I can't even say that. Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. We know who that is. The youth whose destiny is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now, find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi. The fate of the forest and the world depends upon me. Okay, so here comes Navi. So Ocarina of Time came out, it was, I believe in 1998 is when it very first was released on Nintendo 64. So I was in high school. I remember playing this game in high school. And yeah, it was really an awesome Zelda game for its time too. It was the 5th Zelda game in the series of Zeldas. It was the first 3D platform of a Zelda game. So I do remember that. They kind of transitioned over to this 3D world. So it was a really big change for Zelda. Hello, Linky. Wake up. The Great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Linky, get up. Oh, Link, he's always sleeping. They always do this to Link. They make him so sleepy in the beginning of Zelda games. Come on, Link. Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? They're always picking on Link, calling him lazy. He's like, I just want to sleep before I have to go save the world. Just trying to have a relaxing day. Okay. You finally woke up. I'm Navi the fairy. The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now. All right, so this is Link's house. It's his little room in his house. He lives here in Kokiri Forest. So we know that Navi told us we have to go to the Great Deku Tree. Oh, here comes our friend. Saria, she's gonna come talk to us. Yahoo! It's Yahoo! Hi, Linky! Okay, so I think we should go down and say hello. We can jump down off the ladder. Let's see what she has to say. Wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you, Linky. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Linky. Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree. All right. So we know, we can take a look at our map there and see to the east, it looks like a big tree, right? Like a big tree stump. So I'm guessing that's it. But there is one thing we cannot enter just yet because we need to do some things. Can't pull that up. There's some items that we need to get before they're going to allow us to go into see the Great Deku Tree. So let's get to collecting. I know we're gonna need rupees, so we'll definitely be picking up some rupees on the way. I'm up here. Let's see. We need to get a sword. Oh, I see a blue rupee, which is worth 5. So we're gonna snag that. Like I said, we're gonna need all the rupees we can get. We're going to need to find a sword, which is hidden. Back this way, that's where we're going. Is this where it is? Oh, this might not be it. Sorry. Okay, went the wrong way. That's the Lost Woods. Okay. We're not heading there yet. If you do want to talk to Navi, you just push the little cursor up, and she'll have something to say to you. The Great Deku Tree. Oh, I missed it. I'm so used to fast forwarding through things. I think she's just telling us to go see the Great Deku Tree. So, I know there's this little spot. Let me find it. Oh, there it is. See that little spot with, it's like a maze of fences? That's where we need to go. Just across the way there. That is where we will head. So yeah, when this game came out, it was really just, one of a kind. And pretty awesome. I said it was the 5th Zelda game released in the series. And if you're following the timeline, oh here, this guy is going to teach us how to target, Z targeting, sorry. So we can Z target that stone, and just shows you about the Z targeting feature. It's like I said, 5th game in the series, but if you're following the Zelda timeline, it's actually the 4th game in the timeline, with Skyward Sword being the first in the timeline, of course, and at the beginning of everything, when Demise curses, has the forever curse on the goddess of Hylia and the hero, and they're just always reincarnating. Okay, and then him, you know, Demise himself reincarnates as well. Okay, so here is the first item that we're going to need before we can get into see the Great Deku Tree. We got the Kokiri Sword. On the equipment subscreen, select it with the cursor and equip it with A. So that is something you have to do. It's not automatically available to you. You have to just go and equip it before you can use it. This is a hidden treasure of the Kokiri, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure to practice with it before you really fight. Okay, so we're going to go to our menu and highlight that and equip it, and now we are ready to go. Oops. I could hear it. I saw it the last second. Okay, so we've got a sword. That's awesome. Just checking everywhere for... Oh, I did it again. Again, I'm just checking everywhere for rupees, because I think we're going to need 40 to buy the shield. That's the next item we're going to need. So, Zelda time, let's see, it goes, Zelda Timeline goes Skyward Sword, then it is Minish Cap, which is a really, really fun game on the Game Boy Advance, and then next in the timeline would be 4 Swords, and then it would be Ocarina of Time after that, and then the timeline sort of splits off. It can go, two different ways. The hero is triumphant, or the hero is defeated. And when you go the hero is defeated route, the next game would be, and the timeline would be Link to the Past. That's what it is. And then, in the hero is triumphant, would be, let's see, I can't quite remember what it is, but it splits off into either there's the child timeline, okay, and then that would be Majora's Mask for the child timeline, or then there is the adult timeline, where Link is an adult, and I can't remember which game that would be next in the timeline. Then it branches off into 3 different timelines from there. So it's kind of confusing. I've done some research on that. I've watched a few videos because I didn't figure that out myself. So we've got 21. I can't cut his. We've got 21 rupees. We need to keep looking. Oh, looks like we can go up on that bridge and then at least get 5 more. I saw. How do we get up there? Oh, okay, let's see. It looks like we go up from this house. Is there a ladder? How do we get up there? So like I said, Ocarina of Time is a really popular one. Oh, there we go. There's a little ramp. Really popular game. It seems to be, you know, a lot of people that I talk to, it's like their favorite Zelda game. Sometimes it's the first Zelda game that anyone has ever played, and that got them into Zelda was Ocarina of Time. A lot of people will say that. This is what got me really liking Zelda. Hee hee! You came all the way up here. You're a real man. Now you're a real man, Link. Look at this. Isn't this view pretty? Change your viewpoint with the cursor so you can look around the forest. So it's just kind of giving you some tips and tricks, things that you can learn how to do in this game. Well, let's try looking under the rocks, see if there's any rupees, because we are rupee hunting right now. There's one. Just keep looking. I guess we can go into people's houses, maybe? Maybe there'll be, like, pots or something we can break in here. Hearts, hearts, hearts. Can we break these? No, it's not even letting us use our sword in there. Maybe when we come back out, it will reload. Yes, it will. It resets, so now we can go maybe back to some of those spots. There's rupees in the grass sometimes, the tall grass. There we go. Another spot. As you can see, all the Kokiri people have little fairies floating above them, and now Link finally got one. He finally fits in. Here's one. Here's someone's house up here. I'll go in here and see if they have any money we can steal. There's a pot. Alright, 33. Okay. So, again, like I said, we've just decided to play this game. I have probably beat Ocarina of Time probably 5 or 6 times already. But I thought it was a fun one. It is one of my favorites. Ooh, that has granite. That's great. My husband doesn't really remember playing this one. He thinks he has not. I also have it on my 3DS. I played it on there, 3DS. So originally, like I said, this game came out in 1998. And then they... What did they put it on? Okay, then I think they put it on the GameCube. Yeah, they put it on the GameCube in like early 2000s. And then they released it onto the 3DS in 2011. Was when that one was released. Okay, so I think we have enough rupees now. Hey Linky, look this way. Look over here. She's telling us how to use the L targeting. And here is the store, where we are going to need to buy a shield, the Kokiri shop. We sell shields, but no swords. That's alright, we already got a sword. Okay, Deku shield. We're gonna buy it, 40 rupees. Now we will be able to go to the Deku Tree. See what the Deku Tree has to say. Press R to crouch. I do believe we need to equip it as well. So let's check that out. Yes, we do. So as you can see here, there is spots for different swords and spots for different shields, spots for different tunics and boots as well. So looks like we will be getting a few different things throughout this game. I think there's a water tunic, which is the blue one. And then the fire tunic, which will be red. Okay, let's let this person know. If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. Oh, what's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? People are just not very nice here. I, the Great Mito, will never accept you as one of us. How did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the Great Deku Tree, huh? Grumble, grumble, grumble. Oh, he's cranky about that. Alright, so we have not encountered any baddies yet, but I believe this is where we will. There they are. This is why they did not want us to come without a shield. Deku Stick. So those are the infamous Deku Babas. They pop up in a lot of Zelda games. Quite annoying. Alright. Great Deku Tree, I'm back! Says Navi, the fairy. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Linky, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell you. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. He was having a nightmare. Verily, thou hast felt it. I like the Deku Tree. He speaks King James lingo. Linky, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have the courage enough to undertake this task? Of course we do. What would happen if you said no? Then enter, brave Linky, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link. And Linky, when Navi speaks, use the up arrow to listen well to her words of wisdom. Alright, she's kind of a little guide for us in this game. If you're ever stuck, you can talk to her. What's over here? I see something. The Deku Baba? Gotta get him. Might have something good for us, just a Deku stick. Which we will need those, but I believe they give them to us when we need them. Just in true Zelda fashion. Typically when you need something in Zelda, they're going to make it available to you in close proximity. Inside the Great Deku Tree. So really, this game just gets right to it. This is basically the first dungeon. Here we are. Let's get one of these. This is a Deku Nut. Okay, so we can use those to throw. So we can equip those with one of our little slots there. I guess we'll get some sticks as well. Okay. Let's see what we can find. Looks like we can climb this wall. Look at this wall. The vines growing on it give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Linky. You like how I named him Linky? Kind of a name I use sometimes. Linky. Alright, so here's the treasure chest. Found the dungeon map. Press start to get to the subscreens. Okay, so we will take a look at where the map is. Thanks for joining us today, guys. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on these new videos we'll be making, the walkthrough of Ocarina of Time. Like I said, today's part 1. I'll try not to keep them too long, probably at about 30 minutes each section, and then we'll go from there. Okay, here's the map. So the map shows us there are 3 floors with 2 basement levels. Okay, let's check it out over here. Let's go through the door and see what we find. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A. Pay attention to what the action icon says. That's the blue icon at the top of the screen. So let me know in the comments, you guys, if you have played Ocarina of Time. Oh, we're gonna need our shield here. I gotta remember how to use the shield. I wasn't really listening when they told me. Okay. It is R on my controller. It's called R. So we had to talk to him. See what he says. Forgive me, master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold your control stick forward, you will roll on the ground when you land, and you won't get hurt from the fall. I can guarantee it will work. I can't guarantee it will work if the cliff is really, really high. Try it if you're feeling bold. Aha! And he opened up the next door for us. Okay. So here we go. So we're just kind of checking out the Great Deku Tree, showing you guys what to do. It's a fairly simple dungeon from what I remember. It's been a few years since I've played this game, but this one's fairly simple. There are some really challenging dungeons in Ocarina of Time. We got the slingshot, the fairy slingshot. Okay, that's gonna come in handy for shooting things down. There's some really tough temples, dungeons, whatever you want to call them. Especially once, so Link said, I think he's a kid right now. Yeah. When Link will become an adult later in this game. And there are some definitely tougher temples ahead. Okay. Alright, I thought we were gonna have to take a phone call there. Got distracted. Okay, so we're going to equip our fairy slingshot. Let's go ahead and put that one right there. That right there. So that's pretty cool. I believe to get the ladder down, we have to look up here. Oh, get used to these controllers. Where'd it go? Okay, so up is down, down is up. There we go. I want to shoot that. Okay. All right. So we're just kind of getting started with the Deku Tree here, and next time you join us, we will show you more of this one. I think, like I said, I don't want to make these videos too long for you guys. I think we're gonna be coming to a stopping point here, and we will pick up where we left off next time. Deku seeds, okay. So, hope you enjoyed this, getting started on Ocarina of Time.